FinPrep LLC 2024 will debut. Just taking a quick look back at 2023's performance here. S&P clocked in at about 25% year-to-date gains, excluding dividends, of course, and with NASDAQ at about 54%, so roughly 2x NASDAQ tech large tech outperformance relative to the S&P 500, which itself largely is driven by 7 concentrated names, as you now are pretty well familiar with Mag 7. A few other things just to note is seasonality. So best 6-month strategy per Jeff Hirsch, Stock Traders Almanac, kicks off in November. Typically you get the fades in September, October historically, setting up for that period of outperformance November to April. And we did see that this time. It's not so clear here, but we did have sort of a peak in dollar fading off into the end of the year, coincident with not only the rise off Qs and SPY, with Bitcoin leading slightly by about half a month there. Only other thing I'd really kind of note, oil at one point was up roughly 30% in the year, but when we look at an oil chart, we'll see a clear downtrend line. That was the third tap, and so fading from there makes a good bit of sense. Finally, TLT, as you know, the 60/40 portfolio has been struggling to say the least, was down roughly 20% and managed to close flat on the year. Doesn't speak to the percentage price change from multi-high. None of this does, right? It's all just simply year-to-date, 2023 full year. So really the main takeaway here is just without having exposure to crypto, or Bitcoin in this case being the clear category leader in the asset class, there's a tremendous opportunity cost that investors are leaving on the table. And a lot of that might change here with any potential approval of spot ETFs, opening up the gates to more retail funding, or folks who otherwise wouldn't get involved with sort of crypto exchanges are dealing with on-chain transactions and so on. But nevertheless, any of these, we had 4 primary pumps on the year, more or less. And any of these drawdowns, about 20-25% by last reckoning, none of them even recoupled with the year-to-date performance on the Qs here. So just tremendous outperformance, and not something to neglect really as we head into 2024, in my opinion. At least that's not the plan over here. So looking at top 10 cryptos by market cap, according to CoinGecko, really just the name of the story here is Bitcoin, again, clocking in at that 150%. You still have about 2x the outperformance, all catching up here, it looks like in December on AVAX, and then Solana beginning at about October with a nearly 10x on the year. So very fantastic returns. Of course, the question is, will these sustain into the new year, and will the trend persist, or do we need rotation? New leaders will, of course, emerge further down the pack, and people not in the top 10, wouldn't be surprised to see them make the top 10. So it's going to be an exciting year, 2024. Crypto's heating up. Legacy markets are heating up. And we look forward to posting more daily videos, speaking with you in the future. Take care, guys.